Welcome to Adults Only Comedy Berlin. Today we have Tobias Hauser.
Hi.
Hi. I've been trying to get you on this podcast for a while, Tobias.
I did. I did agree to be on it, and then I canceled like a year ago or so.
You did. But
Yeah.
That was COVID reasons, right?
It was actually work reasons. I was just busy, but maybe like subconsciously, I also didn't want to do it because I was scared of you giving me COVID.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't think I gave anybody COVID.
Good.
Yeah. I did a podcast episode with Sid Singh 3 days before I tested positive. And then he did test positive, but then the PCR test showed that he was just under contagious. So I didn't really give it to him.
19 or whatever it
Something.
was.
Yeah. I didn't give anybody COVID.
No, you haven't given it to me because I haven't had it. So yeah.
And we tested ourselves today.
And yesterday for some reason.
Yeah, well, because I was scared. I didn't.
Okay.
I wanted to know because I haven't tested myself for COVID or anything else for a long time. I think my last COVID test was back in like April.
Yeah, I think probably the same.
Really?
Yeah, back when you still like had to get tested to do certain things.
Yeah, it was only actually to visit my parents, my mum, because my mum's high risk.
Okay, yeah.
And that was the last, and I was doing it every day.
Yeah.
So this time I did it, I was like, am I doing it right? Like it's the longest time I haven't done a COVID test.
Yeah.
In like two years, I guess.
The last time I did one, I went to a place where they did it, and it was this place where this like old married couple doing it, and I had to I had to fill out an actual physical piece of paper.
Oh, those are my favorite ones.
But then the guy did the swab, and he literally touched the outside of my nose, and that was it. And I was like, I have to do a second one, so I did go into a second one just to be sure. Yeah.
That's funny. The place that I lived in Wedding last year with Alex Upatov for like 3 months, and the little testing center next to his apartment. Yeah, I knew the guy. I was going in there every day because to do shows you needed a test. Yeah. And he didn't just touch the outside, but it was the gentlest, like most least legit COVID test ever.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Yeah. I'm guessing they get a lot of people in, and then they start sneezing or coughing, and they just want to avoid that maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
There's
there's
really,
that.
like,
I think they just.
there.
I don't know. I think it's in everyone's interest to test negative.
True. That is, certainly true.
Yeah, I think that's it.
People probably leave negative reviews if they test positive.
That testing center sucks. I have to stay home for 10 days afterwards. You haven't had COVID?
No, I have not. I mean, at least not knowingly. Yeah.
You haven't done the antibodies test?
I did at some point, but that was like 2 years ago almost.
Yeah.
No.
Too.
No, I haven't. I mean, I don't know. Everybody around me has had it twice now. I still have not had it, and it's not like I've been careful like the last half year. It's not. I've been to bars and clubs and everything.
You've sucked dick.
I've sucked dick, which is not how you get COVID normally. But in order to suck dick, you are usually around a person, so you can get it. Yeah.
And that's impressive. It's really like, I think, there was one other comedian that hadn't had it. She just tested positive. So...
Well, maybe I'm next.
Maybe you are next. But not from me.
Nope. Safe, COVID-free zone in here.
Yeah, hope so. Okay, so you've got a bit about how your butt's really juicy, right?
Yeah.
Like juicy in the sense of like round and supple. Plump.
Yes, plump. I think, plump. It's a good word.
It's a great word for a butt because it's really like, it's got the roundness of the buttocks in the sound. What is it? Onomatopoeic.
Onomatopoeic, yeah. And it's got two plosives, which is...
Two plosives, yes.
Yeah, which is plump, which is nice.
So good.
Yeah.
It's so good. Okay, so I'm talking about your butt because I recently, in the last week and a half, this guy that I've started to spend some time with has referred to me as juicy, which I take as I have extra fat and I'm not very well toned. That's how I read that.
I don't know. Is it the same as thick with 2 C's? Or is that a different body shape?
I don't know. I thought thick you'd have to be like of African heritage.
Oh. I mean, people have called me thick, but the people who have called me thick were white, so who knows?
It's hard when we're in Germany, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should get some, we should ask some of our black friends.
That's it's the worst sentence you can say.
Oh no, I could say worse. I said some stuff at Punch Up Comedy on Friday because I was doing this joke that I have about Romanians, and the whole joke is based on like homophobia actually, and it's like treating Romanians like gay people in this like sort of antiquated way. And I was telling the joke, and this guy in the front row was like, "That's racist."
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I could, yeah. And then another comedian came up and did this whole set about racism because he's from India and he lived in Prague for quite a while. And a lot of his bits were about being like the brown friend that everyone turned to ask, is that racist? And so then I asked this guy if he's got any brown friends that he, asks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was saying brown friends, I was just this white girl on stage saying all these. I was just like, I need to stop.
How did you get out of it?
I'm not sure. I've got to rewatch the footage. I think I just backtracked heaps and maybe started talking about how Romanians are, I'm making fun of a Romanian man who's essentially a white man.
Yeah.
So fuck him,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, thick and
thick.
Juicy.
Yeah, that's juicy. Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't know if it's a very loose term, juicy. Because you can go, like juicy, like that could be anything from like just having a little bit of a jiggle to I don't know, Lizzo. All of that falls under juicy.
Right.
Yeah.
So he said this to me and I was like, okay, he's saying he likes it. Cool. And then I was like, I probably should work out more and I probably should lose some weight. And then in the last week, I've had a few people say to me that I've lost weight. So I'm like, I'm being called juicy and then I'm being told that I've lost weight. I'm like, how big was I a few months ago? Like, what has happened? Am I so, I feel like there's a comedian that makes jokes about it being like having body dysmorphia, but in the opposite direction. Like, I just think I'm fine all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not.
I wish.
But do you feel a lot of pressure to because you want the male gaze? So do you feel?
I feel like I don't know. I've always felt that kind of pressure, I guess. Because it's like a big gay thing to feel weird about your own body and like it's never perfect. But I also never did anything about it. So I don't work out. I don't eat healthy. I did start doing intermittent fasting a few years ago.
Do you still do it?
I do still do it, but then
do you think it helps?
I think it helps, but just because I stop eating after 8 hours. If I still have a beer at 10 p.m., I feel like it doesn't count as intermittent fasting. Yeah. So I'm probably just ruining it by doing that.
Probably, but it's still, if you're not eating, that's still, I guess, beer and alcohol.
It's still calories. So
yeah, it is. It is.
But no, yeah. So I do feel a certain kind of pressure to like do something about my body, but I am too lazy to actually do anything.
Yeah, I work out. Like when I'm sober, I'll do it pretty much every day. Maybe take 2 days off a week, but I'll do sit-ups and push-ups and squats and dips.
Yeah.
And
what's a dip?
A dip is when you are kind of like a crab. So your feet are on the floor, your hands are behind your back, and then you push yourself up and down with your arms.
Is that good for your?
I think it's good for the arms.
Okay.
My arms are my biggest point of self-consciousness, actually.
Really?
I'm very, very self-conscious about my upper arms. They're just, the thing is, I want to blame my childhood and say that I started bench pressing when I was 12 and 13. And I think that fucked up my development a little bit. So I got a bit broader.
Why did you do that?
Look, my parents had just been divorced, and we had like a bench press at home, in my brother's room, and I don't know, nothing to do on school holidays. My brother was on the computer, on the internet, so I would sit and bench press.
Okay, yeah.
And I think that overdeveloped my my upper arms a bit, and so I can never work them out to the point where they look tight.
Okay, yeah. I do squats as well.
for that juicy butt.
I do squats for that juicy butt and lunges
Oh, so you
and
do
stuff like
do
that.
stuff.
Yeah, but there's no weights involved, so it doesn't feel like working out.
Yeah. I don't use weights, but I think it's more just about repetition. Like if you do it 50 times, your body's the weight, right?
True.
Yeah.
But I don't like do a single push up or a sit up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is like the way I like all the muscle mass on my body is basically just like my thighs and my butt.
Nice.
That's it.
As a gay man, that's probably appropriate, though, right?
Also, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why. It's not like straight people don't have sex or use their butts.
No, they don't. Although that's it. Like a lot of hetero guys that I know don't do a fucking thing to work out.
That is true. Like straight men don't understand that, women like nice butts on a man too, right?
I do. I don't really care, honestly.
Okay.
Like I'll appreciate it when I'm looking at it. If it's like really worked out, I'll be like, I'll feel threatened, I guess.
Okay.
Honestly, I prefer a man who has done nothing.
Okay.
Because that way I'm always better.
Yeah. I see that. Yeah.
Like I want like a super hairy so that they like, so no matter what, I always look less hairy.
Okay.
Super hairy, not worked out.
Yeah.
Just like should do something about it, not gonna. That's what I want.
Just to make yourself feel better. Yeah.
There's no pressure on me then.
True.
They can't say a fucking word.
Doesn't brush his teeth.
Oh no, that's okay. Hygiene is different. Okay, hygiene is so different. But I actually like hair. Do you like hairy men?
I don't have a preference as long as it's not like, I can't really, if it's like a forest on a body, it's too much.
Oh yeah?
But
okay, you got limits.
I do have limits.
I don't have limits.
And I have limits. I also don't mind like a little bit of a hairy back, but if it's like, apparently you have seen those men because you chase after them apparently. But if it's like fully like a full-grown gorilla monkey animal back, then that's too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then especially it gets curly, and it's not. I can't deal with that.
The only thing that I'm not such a so the only thing I'm not such a massive fan of is that I love hairy men, but then I'm aware that they've been in my bed for days afterwards because their hair is everywhere.
Oh,
like they yeah. And at first it's like, oh, fond memory. And then it's like, well, he hasn't texted me, so fuck this. Like I need to change my sheets. Like there's hair everywhere.
Yeah.
Hair in my bathroom. Like it's just like constant little reminders of.
That's like living with a cat, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also the cat, tends to ghost you as well sometimes.
Right.
And then doesn't cuddle you for 4 days, but you still have the hair hanging around everywhere. Yeah.
Does your cat ignore you for 4 days?
Not 4 days, but 2 days sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's quite a cat-like thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, he gets very needy and close when he wants food, but then as soon as he's been fed, he just goes into a different room that I'm not in and then stays there.
Jesus.
For the rest of the day. Yeah.
That is not a nice companion.
But it's like, it's sometimes he hangs out with me all the time and cuddles and it's just like, it's a mood thing. Okay. Which is like perfect because that's like kind of the kind of relationship I want with a human too, where I'd be like, if I don't see myself ever having like a full live-in relationship unless there are like 2 bedrooms that you like can just like retreat to. But yeah, like a once or twice a week kind of relationship. That's what I want, and then just be by myself.
Really, that's your ideal?
That's ideal. That would be perfect.
Do you want kids?
No, because you can't tell kids to go away for a day or 2.
Oh, exactly. So. That's what I was just checking that this makes sense with your plan. If you were like, yes, I want children, I'd be like, well, let's talk this out a little. Okay, no, you don't want kids, and a 2-day-a-week relationship, it would be ideal.
Yeah, and then just be by myself the rest of the week and watch the TV shows that I want to watch, and yeah.
When was the last time you had a relationship? Like boyfriend.
Define.
Yeah, when you called them boyfriend.
What year is this?
2022.
I think it was. The last time that that I can really say it was a relationship and he was a boyfriend was probably 2013. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be that much time.
Were you going to say, I didn't expect you to be that sad and then stopped yourself?
No, I wasn't thinking that at all. I don't think that's sad. I don't think being single is sad. I think long periods of singleness are really healthy, and I think people should have them. I think people who jump from relationship to relationship are need need maybe a therapist or need like they've clearly got sort of codependency stuff that they're not looking at, or they're putting the type of relationship they're having. It's not for me to say it really, but like I think they probably rely on their partner to solve a lot of their issues. There's not a lot of independence there. Anyway,
I see that.
Which is not to say it's that's terrible. It's just I think you learn a lot by being by yourself for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't expect, I thought you might have hit more around the 15, 16 mark max, but 13, that's like, I got married in 2013.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Like that was when I got.
Yeah. And you were, but you were very young to get married at that point.
27.
Right? Oh, okay. I thought you were younger than you are.
Thank you,
you're
Tobias.
welcome.
That was nice. How old are you?
I'm 35.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh,
86.
Okay. 86. Yeah, me too. August.
November.
Oh, you're the only non-Leo comedian in Berlin. I feel like everybody's a Leo.
Really?
Yeah, like a lot of people are Leos. It's kind of annoying.
Tara's a Scorpio as well.
Okay. It just feels like I'm rushing from birthday to birthday every July and August.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess no one invites me to their birthday.
Maybe.
Probably not wrong. Okay, hold on. So we've gotten star signs.
Oh, I don't know anything about them. I just know when,
But you're Leo.
I'm a Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't ask me what that means.
It means you're stubborn. It
True.
means you've got a pretty solid sense of ego.
True.
It means you probably have you've got strong ego, but then you've got confidence issues.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, but I didn't expect you to read me like that, but it is true.
Just Leos.
Just now I started believing in star signs, I guess.
Yeah, I've had a few partners that are Leos. And do you follow any of astrology when it comes to partners?
No. I just sometimes when I start dating someone, I tell a friend of mine, oh, his birthday was in February or something, and they'll be like, oh no,
he's Aquarius.
He's Aquarius. That means he's married to his job or whatever. And it actually that turned out to be true. So
it's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this person that I've just met recently is a Gemini, and my ex-husband was a Gemini, and I'm a bit worried.
Why? What is the issue?
It's not it's just the feelings connected to this person are reminding me a bit of the feelings that I had with my ex-husband, and so I'm like, I don't want it to go. I don't want it isn't going anywhere, but if it goes bad like it did with my ex-husband, I don't want that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he's your ex-husband.
That's why he's my ex-husband. Yes. Although, on lots of levels cool, and I think I probably have you been in an abusive relation, like one where you've been totally, sort of like ground down and made to feel small and
I in a way, yes, where I just didn't feel appreciated, and I was, I just got the feeling a lot that I was, unwelcome, or it felt like I was getting on their nerves a lot, and they just, there was a lot of criticism, but not explicitly abusive. Yeah,
more just like that's like the gentle.
Yeah,
right.
Where you can also when you can just tell they probably want to break up, but they're a coward and they won't tell you. So that's just the vibe they give off.
Ugh.
For months.
Oh, that's horrible. Why would you?
Yeah.
Everyone's different. As soon as I have doubts about a dynamic, I spend a lot of time analyzing it, and then I I communicate it, and then
Yeah.
I'll, you know,
That's good.
Like-
I don't do that.
no.
No, I tend to ignore texts or just yeah. I don't know. I'm not a very I don't like conflict in general. And I always feel like there's a way of making it go away if you ignore it long enough, which is obviously not true.
But when you ignore it, that's then taking up space in your mind. Like that's the
Yeah.
problem. Like to ignore something or someone is active.
Yeah. Yeah, but I prefer just ranting to my friends about it and then not to the actual person that I'm having an issue with.
All right.
Very
So maybe this
healthy.
explains. So hold on. So that's 9 years single.
I think, yeah. I mean, I don't know the exact date,
no.
but yeah, it's been a while.
Was it
Yeah.
a long relationship?
No, I think maybe 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's long or not.
I think it's a solid relationship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, like, I don't really count any of the like, I do a little bit, like, my last person that I called a boyfriend, that relationship only lasted 6 weeks, so I don't really count it.
Yeah. But that has to go pretty quickly. Like, if it's 6 weeks and you called him your boyfriend, you have to
Yeah.
agree on day one to do that, basically.
Well, he also said he was in love with me, and I was like, that's nice. And so to get to the point of like saying that you're in love, we'd already been like, and it was in the very first lockdown of Corona, so it was like
yeah.
there was a whole vibe happening in that first lockdown
Yeah.
of like, oh my god, like what's gonna happen?
Gotta find someone.
Gotta find someone, exactly. So we kind of settled on the boyfriend girlfriend thing quite quickly, and then he communicated his love, and then within sort of a week I was like, oh no, this is not right for me. Like so I don't really count that one. And then the relationship before that was like a year before that, and that was 2 months. That was with a comedian. That was and then before that, I had like a 2-year relationship, and that was my long Berlin relationship. And so my real last relationship ended at the start of, I would say 2019.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, but it's still like that's a long time being single.
It is, yeah, it is. But
There's been lots of little things, but
it's
still
not as long as 9 years.
no,
so,
it's not. You win.
Yeah.
You win. That's yeah.
Yeah.
But I won. Well, for the first few years, I was like, stay single, Anna, because I'd never been longer than like a couple of months single between all the relationships that I've
Really?
always had.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was like, find out who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
You know, what do you like doing in your free time?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know. Like, I didn't know what I like watching. I didn't know if I like watching TV series. I didn't
Yeah.
know do I watch movies by myself? What do I cook for myself when there's no one else
Wow.
around?
Okay. Yeah.
I had no idea. I really didn't know. And so I've learned a lot, and that's great.
Yeah. I feel like if you're single for too long though, you kind of have the opposite problem where you get so set in your own ways that it just becomes hard to adjust to another person.
Yeah. Do you feel like that's where you're at?
I think, yeah, probably. I mean, because it's like, I want to do the things that I want to do, and even if a friend calls me up and is like, hey, do you want to hang out tomorrow? I'll be like, I was kind of hoping to just do nothing tomorrow and just like sit on my couch. And in a relationship, you don't really have the option of doing that. You can't like tell someone, no, what about in 2 weeks when I feel like doing that? You just kind of gotta you gotta be more open to hanging out and spending time with them, I guess.
I guess you gotta want to.
You gotta want to do that, yeah.
Like, surely there's the person that you meet and then you want to spend the time, and it's not like
True, yeah. I think maybe the problem is most people are just boring to me or annoying.
Yeah.
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 I think most people are annoying,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. To find someone that you really want to spend time with, like, that's a little bit why I'm feeling a little bit anxious about this new person, because I'm like, ooh, I really like spending time with it. Like, I want to. It's been a long time since like I say goodbye to someone and then like I'm still thinking about them, and I'm still thinking about them, and I'm still thinking about them, and like doing stuff, and then they just keep popping into my head. And it's like, god damn, like this is a lot. And it's been quite a while since I've really Yeah. Why do I bring that up? I bring that up because it's wanting to spend time with someone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also doing the things they want to do. It's a big compromise.
And but finding someone who does shit that you like
Yeah.
doing and that you like hanging out with, and that there's like a mutual space.
Then that's an ideal relationship, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't want kids. All right. I respect that a lot.
Do you want kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want kids.
It's so weird when people tell me that they want kids, because until it gets to that point, or until someone's pregnant or expecting a baby, I don't see them as potential parents.
Totally.
Yeah, and if that's like the first few times one of my friends like told me, "Oh, I'm pregnant," or my girlfriend's pregnant, I immediately was like, "Oh wow, was it an accident?" Because I just couldn't believe that they would like intentionally want to be parents, because it's not something that I see in people until it actually happens.
Yeah. Like my best friend popped one out at the end of last year, and her and I are similar, and we've shared many years. Like we met in Australia and in 2007, and then we've kept in contact. And we both live here, and she's had a baby, and she now will go to Sisyphus or Berghain every second week, and yeah. Like she couldn't breastfeed, so which is amazing. Like if I could, it just sounds so much better if you can't breastfeed, because that way then like the father has equal power to feed the baby, and like there's none of this like emotional connection thing, and then they rotate like who goes out, and so they're totally having their own life.
Yeah, I admire that.
It's amazing.
Most of my friends, as soon as they have kids, I just they're kind of out of my life, more or less.
Right.
Yeah, and then they're just doing nothing other than baby things.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Like I understand that some people want that kind of change. Like they've been hoping for that. Like it's like now finally I can not be cool anymore, and I've just got my family life, and not be cool, but like not need to go out, and not need to meet people, or not need to. But that's what I like. For me, if I didn't do that, that would mean that my child would feel like a punishment. Like you don't have to have one or the other.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah. So you would keep doing stand-up and hosting shows and.
Oh yeah. My plan would be, it's a tough plan, but the plan would be to. I don't think I could have more than one kid, because I think one's like, it's already a lot. But I would like to have a kid, and then, the ideal would be, to still be doing mics, to still be hosting shows, to be touring. But the idea is to have the kid when I'm at the point where I can kind of do where Dragos is at, where I can tour and I can fill a room, and I can make, like if I did 6 shows a month, that would cover, like 6 big shows a month, that would kind of cover cost, and maybe a couple of weekly mics here, and obviously still doing mics because you got to work on new material, but kind of that whole time efficiency thing, fewer shows, more money. That's when I'd
ideal. I wouldn't mind doing that without having children.
Right. Yeah, look, I hope I'm fertile. That's the thing. Like I don't know. Like I talk about this, and it's like, who knows?
Yeah, you'll never know unless you try, I guess.
Have you seen a vagina?
I've seen a vagina in person.
Yeah. Are you a gold star gay? That's the question.
Yes. And have I don't remember if I've seen one. Maybe accidentally.
Accidental vag
exposure. Yeah. I don't think so. Yeah. I mean, nobody's ever, offered to show me their vagina, so
I'm not offering, but
I would have said no. Don't worry. It's not.
Whatever.
It's not like I'm opposed to. I don't think. I'm not, because there are a lot of gays who are like, ugh, vaginas are so disgusting.
Yes.
Don't do that. That's
last night at a show, there was this gay, they were married couple, 2 guys, and I was like, do you guys want to have kids? And one of them was like, yes, and the other one was like, really? And then I was like, do you want to do the whole, like, in Germany they refer to it as rainbow family, so it's basically like jizz in a cup and then put it in some lesbian's vagina. And he was like, oh no, I wouldn't want my child coming out of a hairy vagina. because he was like lesbians equal
Yeah.
hair, and I was like, whoa, and
Yeah.
and I went to town. But yeah, that he definitely had the whole gay man not liking
Yeah.
vaginas
It's
vibe.
so dumb. And it's like, it's just, I felt, I would have hoped that we've moved past that point where, because I'm also like, you know, I am gay, but I don't place that much importance on a penis. So I would also like, I would totally date a man with a vagina, because that's not like an issue. That's not like that part of the body is like, it's such a small part of the body. Like, who cares? You don't have to be disgusted by that.
Yeah, being disgusted by it is not right. Like, I wouldn't date a man with a vagina.
No.
I need the
that
penis.
You need the penis.
I need the penis.
You need the penis. Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. If you need the penis, you need the penis.
And I need the penis, yeah. Like, I did date someone who I think is still transitioning, I guess. And I was like, that's not gonna work for me. I want a penis.
Fair enough. Yeah. Can't blame you. I mean, you know. Yeah.
Made me feel a little bit like, I don't know. Have you heard the thing? I'm not sure where I've talked about it recently. Have you heard the thing that bisexuality is actually wrong because it's binary?
And then somebody in the audience, what was it? They were like, there are only two genders. Is that what they said?
Yeah, that was the people that I knew in the audience. I was like, oh my God, you can't. No, you didn't. Oh my God. That was bad. Yeah, that was bad.
But that's the idea behind it, right? That if you say bisexual, you're implying that there are only two genders, and that's why you shouldn't say bisexual.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've heard, the first time I heard that was from you, which is weird because you know, you're not like the person I go to for queer advice.
Why would I be? I'm trying to remember who told me. It was at a show somewhere, but I think that was quite of a in my head. I was like, yeah, of course, like Jesus.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is it still in the acronym?
In the binary, yeah.
LG P. It should be P
for pansexual.
For pan.
Yeah, that's hard to say. LGBT.
LGBT.
Because you got that hard plosive P right in front of the plosives. Yeah. Right in front of the T. Yeah.
LGBT.
Well,
PT though. I say PT all the time to refer to public transport.
Have you ever heard the term QUILTBAG?
Please tell me what QUILTBAG refers to. It's
just all the letters in that acronym rearranged to make them, pronounceable. Yeah, like queer, unidentified, intersex, lesbian, trans, bi, asexual, and gay. Yeah, so you can just QUILTBAG.
QUILTBAG. Oh my God, that's so great.
We should change it.
Can we?
We can change it to QUILTBAG if we have
QUILTBAG.
Yeah.
QUILTBAG. That one's much harder to say. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Why aren't people doing this?
Why aren't they? I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
And I like the idea of Q coming first because it's the least specific.
It's also like, why are they grouped in with the queer community? They're just as queer as not queer if they're questioning. Or maybe the Q is for queer. Oh,
Q is for queer.
I thought it was for questioning. No, it's for queer.
No, it's queer.
Yeah.
But I think queer is questioning.
I guess. Yeah.
It's so unspecific. Like, it's just, I call myself queer.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, definitely queer. But it just takes a very special woman for me to, very particular woman to.
Yeah.
No, I'll go there, any woman, but like.
To stay there.
But to stay there, yeah. To pursue takes a very particular.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
But you haven't pursued any.
No, true.
Yeah, no. Any other like I like that QUILTBAG thing. Are there any other, like, do you know anything about something in the gay community that I would just have no idea about? Because I'm certainly not the person to turn to for queer advice, of course. But Do you have some insight and
Some insight into
something crazy or
what
something?
if I just told you something completely insane?
Please.
Just like, I don't know, like
Falsified.
gays don't fart.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so silly. That's the silliest thing.
I'm not a good improviser. I'm sorry. I should have done better.
You do improv. Come on, you do improv.
Not well enough and not long enough, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I don't. And if there was, I probably wouldn't know it because I'm sort of the loop.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess 9 years.
90s?
9
years. Oh, yeah, 9 years.
Have you had group sex?
Have I had? No.
No.
Good Lord. No, I don't even like getting naked in front of one person.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
What about dark room stuff? That's dark. Can't see it.
True. I do sometimes. It's fun to like go there and like observe in like a social studies kind of way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I am
with your notepad and pen. And...
Yes, and a little flashlight and a
so
police
that's
hat.
going in there. What was that?
A police hat.
A police hat. Yes, definitely.
But no, I don't. I mean, you know how paranoid I was of getting COVID, so it's even worse for any other diseases. So I can't go around like sucking dicks that I don't see.
Yeah, it's funny. Okay, this is an interesting topic because I haven't had that many I've had some like pansexual females on the podcast, but I've only had one other gay guy, and that's Rob. Ben was still very COVID cautious, but yeah, and with Rob as well, it's just like, why I don't know what it is, but like I've had chlamydia, and I've had it a few times, and only chlamydia though.
Okay.
Which is not some medal deserving thing. It's just like I've had an STD multiple times.
Yeah.
But when I was talking with Rob as well, he hasn't. Like, he doesn't fuck like crazy, and yet from the few times he'd had sex in Berlin, he immediately got something.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that about? Like that's a terrible Like, I don't want to make it a stereotype, but like that, from the gay guys that I know and the sex, like STDs that you guys have experienced, it's like how is it so prevalent? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a doctor. This may surprise you, but I think most STDs are you don't have any symptoms, so people just don't know, and then it takes forever to find out if they don't get tested regularly, and people should, but I guess people don't always do unless most people get tested when they suspect they have something, and not just like
it's
routine.
True.
And if you don't feel that something's wrong, then you assume you don't have it.
Yeah. So when I had chlamydia, I one of the symptoms was it's not going to get that gross. Was having sex, I would bleed.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That is noticeable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because it wasn't like period blood. It was like murder blood. It was like, whoa, like that's
Jesus.
Yeah. And I was like, oops, something's not right because it's not my period. And that happened a couple of times. And yeah, obviously, like the first time I immediately got tested and boom, I had chlamydia. But but the thing is, gonorrhea has symptoms, no?
Again, I'm not a doctor.
Because Rob, who was on the podcast, he had gonorrhea.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it turned out he didn't. But like, that's a symptom. That's one with symptoms, I thought.
No, I've had it and had no symptoms.
Really?
So, yeah, and I think most people don't have any symptoms. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I've had symptoms and not have it, but that just turned out to be aging. So, but yeah, you can definitely
Pray tell what the symptoms were.
Peeing constantly, and it feeling a burn when you pee, and it never feeling like you can stop peeing, like never.
Isn't
it
that
never
like
stopped,
a urinary tract infection?
No, I think it was just like it's just like the thing that happens when you're an aging man.
Really. And that consistently happens.
At least like nothing was wrong with me. It's just that's what it is.
Wow. Damn, that sucks. Okay. Oh yeah. What I wanted to ask about was testing. How do you get tested in Berlin?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Okay. I tend to not go to my doctor.
My doctor won't do it.
That's the thing, yeah. And even if you...
He's like, slut, no.
If you have it, you deserve it.
Yeah, that's the vibe. I don't want to think it's because he's from Afghanistan, but like I don't know why you wouldn't, because a lot of there's media advertising for getting tested in Berlin, and it's like just contact your house doctor, and it's like motherfuckers won't do it.
Yeah, no, you have to like justify yourself. You have to like explain yourself, and even
I'm like, I'm a slut. Like, come on, like, can I just not get regularly tested, please?
Yeah. Even my friend who's a gay man, it was like a 50-minute discussion with his doctor why he should be able to get an STD test, which is insane. And I think from what I've heard, it's so much worse for women. It's like basically impossible to get one.
The thing is, what I used to do, or what I did in my first few years here, was contact the health department.
Yeah.
But you have to contact them on Monday morning early. Oh. That's always hard. Like Monday morning at 8 o'clock, I've got to be on the phone to the fucking like Gesundheitsamt, and I just keep missing it. But it's also this process where like you have to call up, and then they give you an appointment like 2 weeks from then, and then it's like you've got no choice. It's like 10 a.m. on this day, 2 p.m. whatever. And then you go there, and then you have to go back to get the results.
Oh, okay.
So it's like this whole thing.
Yeah.
But then actually, one guy that one of the guys that I had a little relationship with, his house doctor let us do that, and then I contacted them, and then they refused me.
Oh, why?
Like I contacted them again like a year later, and they were like, "No, we won't do that."
That's insane. Yeah. That's why I go to. There's like a checkpoint at Hermannplatz. That's what I go to.
Oh, at Hermannplatz?
Hermannplatz.
There's one at Hermannplatz?
Yeah.
Checkpoint?
Yeah.
I thought there was just the one at, like, Kochstrasse.
Kochstrasse?
What? I'm not being a dick. Like, no, like at Checkpoint Charlie.
Get your cock checked at Kochstrasse.
I thought it was at Checkpoint Charlie.
I don't know.
Like Mitte. Yeah.
Why would I go to Mitte?
I don't know, but there's a place at Hermannplatz.
Yeah, there's a place at Hermannplatz. Yeah.
Because I've had sex with bisexual, pansexual men.
At Hermannplatz.
At Hermannplatz. Can I go there because I've had sex with gay men?
I think they're not like gonna like make you explain yourself.
Yeah, okay.
Your identity.
You need to give me the details.
Because I know straight couples who've gone there.
Really?
Yeah.
It's at Hermannplatz?
Yeah.
And do you need an appointment?
Called Checkpoint. You do not need an appointment, no. They had a weird thing during COVID where you had to arrange a video call, and then they would call you, and then you would have like the pre-test chat, which
so they wouldn't have to see you in person, I guess.
Yeah. But now you just go there.
Before, like around 2 p.m.?
Maybe you do get an appointment, and you got to check the website. But I think you just go there and sign up. And and then you get tested, and then you can call for the results.
All right, I'm doing that. I'm doing that really soon.
Yeah,
because I was almost gonna. Because I thought you bought one of those ones online once. Because there's the online ones.
No,
it's like €90,
Never
and I was like, should I do it? Because that way I just like that comes, I pee, I send it up.
I have done that. I forgot.
I thought you had.
I have done that because. I don't remember why, but I have done it.
Yes, I remember you telling me about it, and I was
I think I got a false positive. That's why.
Okay, not doing that then.
I got a false positive at a different, not at the checkpoint at Hermannplatz. Great people, don't sue me. But at a different place where I got tested, and it was a false positive. So I did, no, wait, sorry, this is really boring to anybody who listens to this because I keep forgetting.
Look, podcasts this is the format,
that's
dude, don't worry.
Yeah. No, it was a false positive online. The online test that I got, it was a false positive. And then I checked again like half an hour later, and it was negative.
Oof.
So that's why I wasn't sure. So I had to like go get tested again at a place where they put a Q-tip into my penis.
Oh, that kind of test. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. My ex-boyfriend, when he went to the one, they did that, and he was like, "That's not normal."
No.
And I've also been to one where they put me up in stirrups, and they fucking put stuff inside me, and I was like, I thought I could just pee into a cup, guys.
Yeah,
like, what is this? This is
not the 90s.
I did not shower.
They have new tests.
It's two women looking in at bright light stirrups, and I was just like, this is Germany is fucked.
Are they trying to like physically see your chlamydia? What's happening? You need to get in there.
Yeah. So the Q-tip in the penis. Ugh,
Yeah.
ugh.
Yeah. It's not good.
That's
Yeah.
not good. That's
No. But yeah, online tests, I don't know. Wouldn't do it again.
yeah. No. Okay. Checkpoint at Hermannplatz. I'm so excited about this.
Cool. Yeah.
My problem is a condom will break and then within 6 weeks, because it takes 6 weeks for something to happen, to show up in a test.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But then in the meantime,
Yeah.
someone else is around, and so it's like,
The 6 weeks are never over.
The 6 weeks are never
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
It's not that I fuck everyone without condoms, guys. Just clarifying. but also oral sex is the same. Like you can transmit with oral sex, so it's like,
of course, yeah. It's very easy to transmit.
oh yeah.
But I think unless you're talking about HIV, you can normally find it pretty immediately.
What do you mean?
Chlamydia and gonorrhea.
It takes 6 weeks to show up.
I don't know about that.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're the doctor.
I am the doctor. Doctor slut. Yeah, no, I'm the doctor on this one. Yeah,
Okay.
I've been tested for like I've had it, and I've had partners with it, and then I didn't have it, and it was like he tested positive, and then I waited 6 weeks before I got
Okay.
tested, and the doctor was like, yeah, it's 6 like
Okay.
this place that I got tested that gave me all this information such that I feel very secure in
Yeah.
it. It's the Department of Health right on the main street where sex workers work in Berlin.
It should be.
He
should know.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like, "Are you a sex worker?" And I was like, "I'm not going to take this offensively. I understand that this is the area that you're based in. No, I am not." Yeah, and so he said, and he was also the first doctor that was like, it was like, actually, no, in Australia, the doctor was like, you can transmit chlamydia with all types of sex. Like, I had no one had told me that the oral,
Yeah.
even like with my ex-husband, we were like, oh, no sex for a week, anal will be fine.
Oh no. What's the thinking behind that?
because the doctor didn't specify. We were just like, all right, no vag sex. Like that was all we thought.
No.
So dumb.
Yeah. It's very easy. You just gotta touch a dick and, well, no. I made that up.
But the thing is, one of my ex-boyfriends had chlamydia. Condom broke during sex.
Yeah.
I still didn't get it.
Okay.
Isn't that interesting? So like the dick was all touchy. He didn't come inside me, but
it was
all touchy.
It was all touchy. Helicopter dick.
Yeah, exactly. All touchy. I'm so glad we've talked about STDs because this is very exciting information about Checkpoint at Hermannplatz.
Yeah.
It changes my life.
People gotta know.
People gotta know. Yeah, people need to get checked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get checked this week coming.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Let me know how it goes.
Oof. Yeah, I will. I don't have any symptoms, but usually I have symptoms if something's off. So
Yeah, but as we've clarified, you don't need to have symptoms to have it. So yeah.
Yeah, Tobias. All right. Okay, what should we talk about that's not STD related? I'm feeling good about this though.
Are you making me the host? Why are you asking me?
Do you have anything on the adults only spectrum that you would like that entered your mind that you thought could be of interest to yourself?
No, I'm a Catholic. I don't have.
Are you really Catholic?
Adult thoughts on my mind. I'm not like a believing, but I was raised Catholic, but I'm not a practicing or believing Catholic.
Your family is fully okay with your homosexuality?
I mean, they are not okay. It's just something like anything revolving around sex or love or feelings is like not really something talked about in Catholic families. I feel like I don't know if that's just a my family thing or a general thing.
No, I think that's pretty.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say in like Germanic cultures, yes.
This is not an issue. It's never been an issue. Yeah.
Great. Hold on. What's never been an issue?
My sexuality.
Okay, that's great. They're just like, oh, okay, all right, let's not talk about this.
Yeah.
Do you have siblings?
No. No, I think no. If you knew me better, you would know why, or you would need to ask that question.
Why?
I'm a very only child kind of person.
Look, I meet people that look like only children all the time, and they've got siblings, and it's like, wow, you're just an asshole. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't make assumptions. You've got an only child vibe, not from the asshole element. Like, it's not that, but yeah, there's like the wanting to just be by yourself.
Yeah.
That's a bit of an only child kind of vibe.
Definitely. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What was it?
No, you wanted me to
Catholic.
think of things,
Yeah.
but I couldn't.
Yeah. So it's great that you don't have any issues with your family. That's just wonderful.
I mean, I didn't say I don't have any issues. No, it's very chill. It's very like, there's very little dysfunction.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. It's also very little just contact in general.
Yeah, right. Okay.
No, I mean, no, it's not. That's not true. I do call regularly and visit regularly, probably more than you do because you're so far away.
Oh, my parents live. If you knew me better, Tobias, you'd know that. Sorry, I just had to throw that back at you. My mum lives in London.
Oh,
so
okay.
I do get to see them relatively often. Not pandemic withstanding.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Mm.
But no, my parents are very supportive of whatever the fuck I am. So it's nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Not too
Aren't
damaged.
we lucky?
Aren't we lucky? Yeah, that's it. But yeah, okay. I was going to be like, so your family, maybe your lack of desire for children is connected to your type of upbringing, but that's probably not relevant.
I don't know.
I'm always interested when people don't want to have kids because it's, and I really respect it. And there's no part of me that doubts it. It's just, I feel like it's just such a programmed thing. Like it's in the species that I find it interesting.
I don't know. I feel like I do worry about, I mean, I think that's like a normal worry to have about like what's going to happen when you're 80 and you don't have any kids. But it sounds like that shouldn't be the reason to have children.
No.
So you're being taken care of when you're old.
Yeah, because they might not take care of you.
Yeah. You got to find other ways. And if you don't have kids, you might be able to, save up more money to take care of yourself better.
Definitely.
So, sorry, bad news for you, but yeah.
Look, like I talk about wanting to have kids. I'm very open to the fact that it might not be possible.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm 35. Like it's not that easy at this point.
Yeah, true. As far as I understand human biology. Yeah.
Even if you're not a doctor.
Not a doctor. Still not a doctor. No.
What's okay, so no group sex.
No.
Have you done anything particularly wild in the realm of sex? I'm trying to think if you mentioned anything.
I don't think so. I'm actually very tame, which is weird because I mean I do 50% of what I talk about on stage is like stupid sex stuff.
A little bit, yeah.
But I feel like that's actually friends have said to me, "What are you talking about? You're not that person." At some point I was that person. Like it's when I talk about sex, I talk about STDs, and these things at some point have happened, but maybe like 10 years ago, 5 years ago, or like just like a whole lifetime distilled into 5 minutes. But I am actually fairly unadventurous. Yeah. That's
nice.
I'm not boring.
It's called unadventurous. Okay?
But what do you consider wild? Was that the term you used?
Yeah. So what would you consider wild? Like, yeah, it's, I don't know.
I don't know. I would consider wild taking your dick out on a highway bridge and jerking off onto the cars.
Wow, that is wild. Have you done that?
No.
As
I said, very unadventurous. No, because it's so specific.
Like violating other people.
Yeah, true. You're not asking the car's consent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Wild. What would be wild?
I guess like the public shitting on someone.
Yeah.
I guess something in public. In like odd places.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of things that are not expected. Sex that didn't happen on a bed in a regular way.
I mean, yeah, I've had sex that wasn't on a bed.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
Yeah. I mean, the couch, for instance.
Couch. No.
Sometimes even the carpet.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, God. Wow, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah. If you're not doing it on the bed, then you also you don't have to worry about the sheets. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Depends. What's your couch fabric?
Cotton.
It's cotton. Okay.
I think. I don't know.
All right. Easy to wash.
Not a fabric person, but I mean, it doesn't come off. But
it doesn't come off.
It doesn't come off like
the thing. But you can sponge it, no?
You can sponge it.
Yeah.
But as a cat owner, it's always seen worse than sex stuff. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got a little incontinence problem sometimes.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Really? You're putting me off cats so much. I'm allergic to them anyway, so that's easy.
Okay. Yeah. No need to get one.
No. I'm not going to get it. I've got no plan. I had a leather couch, a big old leather couch similar to this one that we're sitting on in Australia. And leather couches are great because it's just very easy to clean off.
I feel like your thighs are just going to stick to it.
You get a bit stuck. Yeah.
It's so gross, especially Australia because it's a hot country.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. It was sticky. It got, I guess the skin was sticky to the couch.
But yeah, I hate that. It's my least favorite part about summer.
Yeah.
Also when your forearm sticks to your biceps. That's so nasty. And that's what you get on a leather couch with your whole body.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I sold that couch to this woman, and when she came to pick it up, she had a little child with her.
Okay.
The kid was jumping on the couch. I was like, oh no.
Have fun with the couch, lady.
That couch saw a lot of group sex, actually.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't mind being naked in front of more than one person?
I like being naked in front. Like I don't come from German culture where there's the whole sauna stuff. That's quite different for me. But being at an orgy, it's like if everyone's naked and you're naked too, yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Yeah.
So that's a nightmare scenario for me.
Really?
Yeah. But
it's a matter of just going it's a matter of self-acceptance.
It is. I know. Yeah. But I don't have that self-acceptance. But the idea. I'm like, there's one person, I'm getting naked in front of them, and I'm presenting myself in my best angle and my best light, and then suddenly there's another person 2 meters away, and from that point of view, I look completely disgusting. That's just what's going on in my head.
I don't think about the angles of I know where the bad, I know that there's a little bit of cellulite at the top of my thighs, or if I squeeze a butt cheek that's there, I know that if I bend down, my boobs can look a bit weird, but I know that the top part of my arms are a little bit, but it's just it doesn't matter what angle I'm at, because if you're fucking a bunch of people as well, it's you're gonna have rolls of fat, you're gonna have jiggle, you're gonna you need to watch more amateur porn, maybe.
I'm just thinking about it is making me anxious.
Really?
Yeah.
But there's something just giving into the fact that it's not about looking perfect. It's it's about engaging. And the thing is, if you feel self-conscious, then you look self-conscious.
Yeah.
And then
of course. Yeah.
You're not having fun.
I guess I also just don't like sex that much that I need to have it multiple times at the same with multiple people at the same time.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's an experience,
Yeah.
More bodies, more sensation.
Yeah. Maybe you should invite me to your next one.
Yeah, sure.
And I'll say no.
And you can say no because you wanted to stay home that night.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this bad boy up. Would you want to plug anything? Do you have any shows coming up?
I've got nothing. No, I've got absolutely nothing. I thought about doing a podcast, a Eurovision podcast.
You should do it.
And it's going to be the idea behind it is that I'm going to have each episode is about one country that has been in Eurovision. So you would be, because you're the only Australian I know, my first choice for the Australia episode.
I'm there. I know nothing about.
Plugging that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, stay tuned for Tobias Hauser's Eurovision podcast. We've got let's go and bark some people at Boxhagenaplatz. I've got a show now. This has been recorded at the Wall Comedy Club. Follow me on Instagram if you don't already. AF Barros. That's been Adults Only Comedy Berlin. Thanks, Tobias.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.